Students, today we'll be discussing about the numericals of this chapter, basic concepts of chemistry, and I hope after watching all the complete video and all the numericals you will be able to solve them easily. Okay, now let us see, we'll read the question. Calculate number of molecules. You have to calculate number of molecules in this much volume of ammonia and temperature, pressure is given. You should first see what all things are given to you. Okay, volume is known to us, we know the temperature, we know pressure, these things are known to us. Okay, we are asked to calculate number of molecules. So we have a relation between this ideal gas relation, PV is equal to nRT. Okay, so this we also study in states of matter, but as of now to solve this chapter's numericals we can make use of ideal gas equation. So we will first find number of moles in this. Now we know pressure, that is given, we know volume, we know temperature, this we will find out. Okay, now R, you must be thinking what is R. R is universal gas constant. Universal gas constant. Now depending, it has actually various units. Depending upon what are the units of the other data given, we will use the R value. So here we will use the R value as 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. We will be using this value of R. Okay, we will find number of moles. Number of mole is equal to PV by R into T. We will put the value for the pressure given in atmospheres only we can write. This is given because we are using this in liter. This is in centimeter cube. So we have to convert it into liter. We know 1 liter is 1000 centimeter cube. So we will divide this by, so you will have here 0.350 divided by R value we will put here 0.0821 into temperature. If it is not given in Kelvin, you have to convert in Kelvin. Okay, so you will first find the number of moles. We are getting this as 0.0321 moles. Now, we are asked to calculate number of molecules. Now, we will make use of that relation which we use in mole concept. We know that Na molecules is there in 1 mole. 1 mole is Na. So, in this much mole, how many molecules? We can calculate here number of molecules. Number of molecules will be equal to 0.0321 into Na. We can solve it, we will get the answer. Is this clear? This is the first question. Now, let's go to the next one. It says calculate number of molecules in a drop of water weighing this much gram. Very interesting. It sounds very interesting. This much gram of water, how many molecules are there? Always we will go from known to unknown. What do we know about water? We know the molecular mass. We know that 18 grams of water contain Na molecules. It contains Na molecules. That's it. 0.05 gram of water will contain, we can solve it, 0.05 into Na divided by 18. I hope this is clear. You can solve it on your own. What is Avogadro number? You know the Avogadro number you will use as 6.023 10 to the power 20. This is Na. So you will write down 0.05 multiplied by this value Na divided by 18. I think this part is clear. Okay. Don't go by the formulas directly. You understand the concept. Then I think it will be easy for you. Calculate the mass of this much mole. Okay, let us see first what is the mass of it. It is 39. 39 for potassium. Nitrogen is 14. And then you have for oxygen 3 into 16. You will get here 101 gram. Okay, this is for 1 mole. We know that for 1 mole, the mass is 101 gram. Obviously, for 0.1 mole, what will be the mass? it will be 10.1 gram. Is this clear, children? This was the answer for the first one, right? This is the answer for the second question. This is the answer for the third one. Till here it is clear? Okay. Next, for these many molecules of methane, what is a mass? They want a relation between mass and molecules. What do we know about methane? We know that Na molecules of methane, Na methane molecules weigh 16 gram. Therefore, 10 to the power 23 methane molecules will weigh how much? We can solve it. 16 into 10 to the power 23 divided by Na. That is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So this will get cancelled. I think this you can solve it on your own. 16 by 6.023. This is the answer for the third questions. Next part. This you have to solve it. Till here clear? Now, the last question here says, this much centimeter cube of hydrogen at STP. What do we know about the mass and volume of hydrogen? We know that at STP, the molar mass is equal to 22,400 centimeter cube. So we will write like that, 22,400 centimeter cube. Mass is 2 grams. Therefore, 112 centimeter cube. What will be the mass? We can write 2 into 112 divided by 22,400 centimeter. So the answer you will get is in grams. This will be 1 by 200 and then that you can divide, you can get the answer. These three questions are clear? Okay, so now we will do some more questions based on it. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, the question says, how many grams of sodium chloride are present in 250 ml of 0.5 molar NaCl? We know molarity formula, right? What is given is volume is given and molarity is given. Mass is asked. We know molarity formula. Molarity is equal to given weight by molecular weight into 1000 divided by volume in ml. Okay, we know the molarity, it is given in the question. So molarity is 0.5 is equal to given weight, we have to calculate NaCl. NaCl molecular mass will be 23 for sodium plus 35.5 is for chlorine, that is 58.5. So I will write here given weight 58.5 into 1000 divided by volume is given in 250. We have to calculate the mass. So this mass, if you solve, you will get as 7.32 grams. You will get this answer. Okay, this question is clear, very simple. This is the answer. I will underline it. This was the mass to be calculated, right? Next question. The question says molarity of sulfuric acid is given. Molarity given means, actually we should have written the unit mole, this much moles per liter, and density is given. You are asked to calculate the molality. Now again we can expand it. What do we mean by this much molarity? We mean 0.8 moles sulfuric acid is present in 1 liter. 1 liter means we can write 1000 centimeter cube or 1000 liter. We can write. So this much centimeter cube of the solution. We know this much mole is there in this much volume of the solution. But we also know that for molality we need mass. Formula for molality is given weight by molecular weight into 1000 by the weight in grams. But in this molality we are asked to calculate. Moles we know, it's given in the question, 0.8 mole. This we know it, 0.8 into 1000. We don't know the weight. Instead we know the volume and the density. So what is the weight? Weight is equal to volume into density. So we will have this volume, that is 1000 multiplied by 1.06. If you solve this, you will get the answer as 0.815 molar moles per kg also we can call it. In the same question, children, sometimes mole fraction is asked. Then also it's not that easy, not that difficult. We know the mole fraction is number of mole divided by the sum of the number of moles. So for that given mass, we can calculate the moles very easily. So in that case, it will be easy for us to solve. See here, I have neglected the mole of the solute in comparison to the mole of the solvent. So whatever is the solution, I have taken directly here. So no problem, because the mole was very less, I have done it like this. Is it clear? Now, we can neglect it if you want, we can do it also. No problem. Sometimes, you are given same solute, say 2 acids, 2 bases, different molarities, different volumes, and you are asked to calculate what is the final molarity. Suppose you have acid 1 and the second acid, or base also instead of that. Molarity M1, molarity M2, volume V1, volume V2 is known. When you mix the two, what is the resultant molarity they ask? That we can do by the formula. Resultant molarity is equal to M1 V1, that is for the first acid, plus M2 V2 for the second acid, divided by V1 plus V2. Okay, instead of this, suppose bases are given, then also it is the same. M1 V1 plus M2 V2 by V1 plus V2. In case you are given acid and base separately, we know molarity volumes of acid as well as we know for base. In such cases, what we do, we have to check the molarity volume product for acid as well as for base. If acid product is more, acid minus base. If base product is more, base minus acid. So I am writing for if this is more, what will be the resultant molarity? MAVA minus MBVB divided by VA plus VB. If the base was more, we will write base minus the acid. Is this clear? So this type of numerical, although you don't have many such questions in NCERT, but in competitive exams this type of questions can be asked. Okay, so we will further continue with some more questions on this chapter. Let's move on to the next question now. Question is, calculate mass of 60% sulfuric acid. This is important thing here. 60%, it is not 100% pure, required to decompose 50 grams of chalk. What is chalk? Calcium carbonate. Let us write the equation first. Calcium carbonate plus sulfuric acid, you will get calcium sulfate plus water plus carbon dioxide. Okay, this is a balanced equation. Now what we have to see is the molecular mass. Let us see first by stoichiometry. In that mass relation and all we have discussed, no? There we have to first go by stoichiometry. 100 gram, this is the mass of, molecular mass of calcium carbonate. 100 gram of calcium carbonate is sufficient to react with 98 gram. Okay, 50 gram chalk. If I take this 50 gram, how much of this will be required? 49 gram. This is one thing. This is 49 gram required if it is 100% pure. But now in this question it is saying that it is 60% pure only. So now how to find out that? The 49 gram is 60% of some X value. That we have to calculate. Obviously, if it is not 100% pure, the amount required will be more than 49. Okay, so 49 gram is if it is 100% pure, so 60% of the X, 49, we have to calculate. So what will be X? X will be equal to 100 into 49 divided by 60. So you will get the answer as 81.67 grams. This is the mass if it is 60. Sometimes the questions are asked based on the percentage purity, if it is not 100% pure, and how to proceed. Okay, this is one such question we have discussed. Another one. What volume of oxygen at this much temperature pressure can be obtained from 10 gram? You will first read the question, and from the equation you have to, after reading the question, we have to frame the equation. Potassium chlorate is heated and oxygen is obtained. So let us write the equation first. So you have this potassium chlorate on heating gives KCl plus oxygen. Okay, we will balance this equation. This will be 3. Then this has to be 2. This has to be 2. It's balanced equation, right? Now we will see the molecular mass. This is 2 into the molecular mass. If I add up here 39 plus 35.5 plus 3 into 16, I will get this as 122.5. This much grams is giving. They are talking about volume, na? So we will talk about volume only. It will give how much of oxygen? 3 into 22.4 liters. Okay, because 3 moles is obtained. 1 mole occupies 22.4 liters. So this molecular mass, that is 245, is giving 3 into 22.4 liters of oxygen. What is given in the question? If 10 gram is heated, then what? So we will calculate. If 10 gram of this is heated, how much of oxygen will be obtained? We will solve this. You will have here 3 into 22.4 into 10 divided by 245. Okay, I multiply this. So you will get this much liter. This much liter is at STP. They are asking in the question what is the volume obtained at this temperature and this pressure. So to convert it, what we have to do? We have to make use of another equation, that is P1V1 by T1 is equal to P2V2 by T2. Let one be at STP condition, another one be at experimental condition. Okay, we know this is given in millimeter, so STP pressure also we will take in millimeter. That is 760 millimeter. Okay, volume, the standard one, what we are going to solve. I am not solving it here, you can solve it of your own. So whatever you get here, that V1 we are going to substitute here. Divided by, what is the standard temperature? 273 is equal to, what is the experimental pressure? 750 multiplied by, what is the volume? We have experimental volume, we have to calculate. This V2 we have to find out. Okay, this V1 we know, we can calculate from here and substitute. Then this temperature is given. So you will solve it here. 273 plus 18 you will add here. So you will get here 291. So you will put here 291 and this V2 you will solve it. After substituting everything, you will get this as 2.963 liter. This is the volume that is obtained by heating 10 gram at this temperature and this pressure. Please see all the questions whether you have followed everything properly or not. Okay? Please make note of it.